Buongiorno a tutti e benvenuti in questo corso di italiano per principianti. Lezione 1. Hi everyone and welcome to this first lesson of beginner's Italian. So let's get straight into our lesson objectives, gli obiettivi. So, to start off with, we are going to discover some things about Italian culture and how Italy is viewed around the world to get an idea of the culture behind this wonderful language. We are going to learn the alphabet in Italian. We're going to talk about grammatical gender, so masculine and feminine, and how that looks in Italian. And we're going to learn our subject pronouns, I, you, he, she, etc. So lots to do. Let's get started con la cultura italiana, with Italian culture. So Italy has a very rich history and culture. It was once the epicenter of the Roman Empire, so that's where the language comes from. It comes from Latin. And it is now also the home of the Catholic Church and has been for a very long time. The Vatican City in Rome is where Catholicism kind of resides and where the Pope lives as well. Italy also has some incredible religious art and sculpture. This dates back to the Renaissance and is part of Catholicism in Italy. So wonderful churches, beautiful sculptures, statues, monuments. So if you get the chance to go to Italy and visit some of the museums and monuments that are famous there, it's certain you will enjoy them. And Italy finally is famous for its easy lifestyle, food, wine, and beautiful countryside. It's a very pretty country, especially in the sort of spring, summertime. And what about Italian people, gli italiani? Well, they have a reputation for being very friendly, sociable, very outgoing and lively. They have a reputation, and well, it's a stereotype, but it's also true that Italians value family very highly. So, la famiglia, the word for family. They value spending time together. Often Italians will live with family members, so their parents, even grandparents, in a way that other countries in Europe don't necessarily prioritize. And one thing that is very special about Italy, given its small size, is that regional culture is very, very strong. So many people identify very strongly with the region that they're from. They speak dialetto, so their local dialect, their local language, as opposed to standard Italian, or they speak both. And Italians are also known for speaking with their hands. So these kind of gestures that are stereotypical of Italian and can be very rude when used inappropriately are actually things that Italians use. So you will see me potentially using them when I'm speaking Italian in this course. On your screen, you have a map of Italy now, so you can see the regions of Italy. It's split into a lot of regions. And you can see, just to point out in particular, that we have two islands off the coast of Italy. We have Sardinia, and Sicilia, which is Sicily. And then Italy is split into sort of the north, Tuscany, and the middle of Italy, and the south, and then sort of the extreme south, sort of Calabria, Apulia, etc. Okay? So that's something you want to think about when you're learning about Italy, is the regional culture. Okay, on your screen you now have some things that Italy is famous for. Maybe you think these are really well known, maybe you don't know them so well, but here they are on your screen. And here come the names of each of these items. So the first one is La Torre di Pisa. La Torre di Pisa is the Leaning Tower of Pisa, which is famous because it's leaning. It is leaning to one side. We have la pasta, of course, certo, la pasta e la pizza. These are Italian foods that Italy is particularly famous for. I've put in here la Vespa. I don't know whether everyone would consider that a stereotypical part of Italy, but certainly getting around by scooter from quite a young age is common in lots of parts of Italy. Above our scooter is la Gioconda. So it is not called the Mona Lisa in Italian, it is called la Gioconda. And finally we have il Colosseo. Where is this found? This is of course found in Roma, in Rome. Okay, brilliant. Now let's get started with the alphabet.